We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support above the 435 area. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength there on 42 vision. And call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support, doing a full transition here on 42 vision. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot at 10:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area to the dip area in today's open, and from the dip area back into the rip area at today's highs. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator here since the 433.58 area. It did get a bear indicator in the pre-market at 434.86. It went down towards 432.50, bounced back up, got a bull indicator, full transition here on the 30-minute, but a full transition and staircase effect has formed here, and there's a strong support at the 434.50 area, which we talked about is where things bounce back up sharply in yesterday's trading day and today's pre-market. It broke through it, came back up towards it, broke through it, and used it as support here so far in the second half of the day. Definitely a support to not ignore. Bull indicators dominating right now on the 30-minute. And if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could go ahead and see here a bear indicator popped up as well in the pre-market and quickly got canceled by a bull indicator here at the 434 level. And it did a full transition back up from red bars to bright green. And it's at dark green bars right now in the after hours, and fighting to stay above the 435 level, right? That has been a crucial level where the SPY continues to fight to stay above for the last several days and weeks. Now, if we go ahead and zoom in and look at this from the volatility standpoint, on the 15-minute, a full transition happened from white with red borders to bright green bars here on the 15-minute with that bull indicator at 433.40 area. But now in the second half of the day, there is a bear indicator that popped up at the 436.36 level, and it's trying to hold itself up here and bring itself back up, going from red bars to red with green borders. And the next piece missing would then be dark green and bright green bars, followed by a possible bull indicator that cancels out that bear indicator. Now, in today's video, we're going to look at the inflow versus outflow and what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So on the 15-minute, we could see here how it's under a bear indicator here in the second half of the day. Outflows did cross over and dominate, but here in the after hours, inflows are trying to cross back over, and it's going to be crucial and critical for this to continue to reflect any further strength here into these charts and go ahead and try to retest key resistance levels. So definitely something to not overlook here in the volatility of the 15-minute. On the 30-minute, if we go ahead and zoom out here, we could see that inflows cross back over as well. Going ahead and switching from red to green and back above the midpoint here, sitting at 0.58. Definitely something to not overlook here on the 30-minute, and that staircase effect here, right? That's definitely something to not overlook, and you could see it there as well on these inflow versus outflows, right? Staircasing and back above the midpoint. Now, when we zoom out to the 1 hour in the bigger picture, we could see that outflows were dominating here in the pre-market and into the open, but into the middle of the day and second half, the inflows crossed over, and they're currently sitting at 1.41 of inflows and green above the midpoint on the 1 hour, and that's definitely something to not overlook here. In the bigger picture, inflows are back above, right? So definitely something to not overlook here, and I'll be watching, could these inflows pull away from the midpoint to the upside to further justify any strength here into these charts. Now, when we go ahead and zoom into the 15-minute, we could go ahead and see here some key levels I would not ignore, and the first thing is support, guys, and the first support level is the 434.50 area. If these outflows cross to the downside, I would not ignore that level, and if that gets broken through, the next level I'll be watching is all the way down here towards the 432.50 area, and then below that is the 430 area that has acted like a strong support for the last several days and weeks. We've broken that down in previous videos, and those are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for this staircase effect here to continue, and also these inflows to get back above the midpoint, but with strength pulling away from it, and not just here on the 15-minute, but also on the 30-minute, going ahead and pulling away from the midpoint, and same thing here on the 1 hour, right? I would not ignore these levels of these inflows back above, but they need to continue to pull away from the midpoint to further reflect any further strength here into these charts. And when we zoom in the 15-minute, we could see here some key levels I would not ignore. And the first one is the 436.50 area. Then above that is 438. And if 438 gets broken through, I'll be watching the 440 area. And especially if these bear indicators can get canceled and bull indicators pop up in the process of reflecting that strength into these charts, and going ahead and pulling away these inflows away from the midpoint and rolling that strength over into the 30-minute and the 1 hour as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. These are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I would not ignore them, as the 15-minute in the volatility just crossed back up and needs to continue pushing up higher. And it's back above on the 30-minute and the 1 hour as well. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and let's make some money.